The genetician Albert Jacquard is saying something which is quite interesting. He said, you know what, when you are born, you are not born complete. You still need your parent. Of course, you are in need, physically speaking. And this is the starting point of our journey. And when we are careless about the existential question, when at one point we are autonomous with our body and physically autonomous, the mind and our brain is starting to ask questions. Why? Why am I here? So now we have another dimension of being in need. We need answers. So when we end up being complete, physically speaking, and that's okay, we can go ahead because we are educated enough, we start to discover with our mind that we are in need of answers. So by definition, human beings are in need, always in need of something. It could be physical and it could be intellectual or spiritual. We need answer to our questions. Why?
Purpose of life.
That's a very hard one which I've never thought about.
Purpose of life.
Purpose of life.
It's a question that everyone's complicated about, you know, but like at the end of the day, I'd say it's way more than I can answer on a video like this.
The purpose of life to me and to many other people is
You need to do whatever that you're supposed to do as a human.
Be as happy as you can.
Be the best you can be, I guess. Nothing more, nothing less.
Try and find content and happiness as much as you can.
To call others to do good.
And to be successful in your life, like in your study, in your job, in everything in your life. Because to succeed in that.
I think it's the best way to do it. Don't overcomplicate things.
To learn as much as you can and experience everything that there is.
To make the most of it. Oh, I sound like a question.
You do.
And this is why Mircea Eliade, while he was writing his book on the history of religions, was saying the religious question and quest is part of the intellectual structure of human being. You have it in yourself. You need to answer this question. There will be no peace if you don't get an answer. And not to answer is to answer. Because if you are avoiding the question, like Blaise Pascal is saying, that you are diverting, distracting your mind from your death, because the scoop is that one day you are going to die. This is the reality, and you have to face why. So you can avoid it by having this kind of intellectual distraction, but at the end of the day, this question will come back.
things I could do on my last day.
Last day here or at home?
Oh. Jesus. That's a full-on question, man, for a quick minute.
Last day.
Yeah, what would they be?
Oh, shit.
You mean, like, on my last day?
That's how old I am.
That's terrible. I don't think I could say in 1 minute. I couldn't even start to think.
Probably visit, like just be with my family.
Apologise to those who I've always done something wrong to.
Probably spend some time with my mum.
Spend the whole day with her.
I'll spend the whole day with Sarah.
Cherish the day.
Yeah. Yeah, the same.
Tell my little sister, my little brother that they mean the world to me. And
to give all of my earnings to my friend Ahmed, who wants to set up an Islamic school for children in Bangladesh, so that I get the benefit every time they study there.
Yeah, I'll pray. Ask for, blessings.
Firstly, I would pray an intensive prayer, okay, because I need to.
Maybe I will dominate some money or
do some really crazy stuff. But I mean, steal a car which I want to drive.
Meet up with some chicks.
Probably have myself one really big party with all my friends, and one of them would probably be sleeping in. I don't know why I would choose sleep, but everyone loves it. So
go for a massage and
just relax. Not have any responsibilities or work to do.
And it's a very important question for us today. It's the very meaning of freedom. So this is a topic where we think that we don't agree, or we agree superficially in to be free is to do whatever you want. But I have a question. In these times of communication, pressure on your mind, then when the publicists, they are dealing with psychologists, you know that. You know that the movies that you have in Hollywood and now Bollywood are produced with the help of psychologists. They know exactly what is needed for you to cry, for you to feel good or bad. Even when you go to the supermarket, you go and you enter, you think that you are free to choose whatever, and there is a music there. I said, oh, good. Yes, very good. They know exactly how to help you to buy. And you feel good. You buy and you feel good. And you feel free. Ask yourself this deep question. How do you get this freedom? How do you know that you want what you want? How do you know that you like what you like? And once again, I'm repeating this again and again. There is a contradiction in terms between freedom and ignorance, because ignorance per se is a jail. When you listen to a pianist, and when he is improvising, and you see, wow, he seems to be completely free. In fact, behind this freedom, there are hours of demanding, mastering the technique of playing. He can improvise in such a way, improvisation is such visible that he seems or she seems not having a technique, because she or he masters the technique. So there is discipline to get freedom. Spirituality is about this, is master your heart, master your being in order to get this freedom. Even contemporary psychologists, the bestseller, Emotional Intelligence, is saying master your emotions. If not, you are going to be trapped by emotion. So this is where you come with discipline. And this is something which is important for all of us. All the philosophers, all the spiritualities are telling us you will never experience freedom if you don't get a sense of what discipline is. When I was, as I told you, with the Dalai Lama, 4 o'clock in the morning, he was reciting and reciting, very disciplined. And I was asking him, why are you doing this? Coming from an Islamic tradition, I know that we have something telling us prayer is better than to sleep. Wake up. Wake up and pray. This is the way you free yourself. And he was telling me, you know what? This is the way I'm freeing myself from my ego. Telling me I wake up with discipline to free myself from my ego, because without discipline, my ego is the first jail of myself. What means your answer to this essential question? In fact, by getting the answer, you are trying to respond to your need. It's to get peace. At the end of the day, our journey It's just to get that peace. I have a question, I know the answer.